Thank you for plugging into this Family Life News podcast, streaming issues-driven, family-focused news.
Welcome to another edition of Hometown Heroes on Family Life. I'm your host, Bill Price. Our guest this week, William Gallerani from DeRuyter, New York. He's giving those recently released from prison a second chance at life. You think April, you think spring, you think renewal, you think hope, especially what we've gone through the past year. Talk to us about Second Chance Month and what that entails.
Second Chance Month is a response to what is known by many who are leaving incarceration as the second prison. One in three American adults, or approximately 70 million people, has a criminal record. And there are more than 44,000 documented restrictions affecting people with a criminal record. Add to that more than 600,000 people are released from prison or jail every year. So the bars of the second prison are far-reaching. Mm-hmm. And what the second prison is restrictions and limitations that really keep people from being able to engage fully as productive citizens of society again.
Even though these people are out of jail, they're really not out of jail.
Absolutely. When they're done paying their debt to society, the second prison means that the criminal conviction, no matter how far in your past, is never really behind you. Mm-hmm. It affects how people look at you, whether they are willing to offer you a job or lease you an apartment, whether you are welcomed at church on Sunday morning, whether you can get professional licensing, whether you are able to obtain financial aid to continue your education, and just many other things that are necessary to lead a full and productive life.
Yeah. So what is your organization doing to fix this problem?
Prison Fellowship not only looks to minister to the individual that is incarcerated and their family, but we're also looking to really look at criminal justice reform. Pass legislation that will do away with some of these restrictions that by nature do more harm. They're very harsh. Again, you may have people who have had a nonviolent drug offense. They serve time, and as a result, they're not able to get certain housing. Mm-hmm. So we're looking to bring awareness to churches. These people are in our congregations, many of them struggling, many looking to find work, and they just need a helping hand.
I know this governor, Andrew Cuomo, has proposed legislation that has caused many in the law enforcement community to kind of raise their eyebrows a little bit. Are you supportive of some of the legislative bills that have come before Albany when you look at what you're trying to fix in society?
It's just a matter of releasing people, but they have no resources when they're released. If they're just being dumped into the street, basically, we're just going to purge our prisons, we're going to release people to the streets, but we're not going to give them the tools to actually be successful and productive. In the long run, that may be more harmful than good, because crime can become very attractive to someone who isn't able to make it legitimately, make it honestly. If we have legislation that will help that individual become a productive member of society, then I'm all for it. But simply to release people for the sake of releasing people without giving them the tools to be productive may, in fact, be setting them up for failure.
The message you want to leave, because we have a lot of business owners that listen to us, we have a lot of former prisoners who listen to us, to bridge that gap, to make that connection, to help these folks reacclimate to society. What's your message to those listeners right now when it comes to taking those former inmates, plugging them into society and making it work for the betterment for all.
My advice would be is someone. If 1 in 3 American adults has a criminal record, then someone probably in your family, so it's close to home. Just be aware of that in our conversations, how we talk about people. People have a God-given dignity, whether they've served time or not, because they were created in the image of God.
Well, we all need second chances, don't we, William?
And we've all gotten them, thank God.
That's William Gallerani from DeRuyter, New York, this week's Hometown Hero. Join us next week as we search for your home, your town, your hero. It's Hometown Heroes on Family Life.